Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's going on? Hey y'all, so happy that y'all are back with me for this Ratchet reality recap. Y'all, I have got a lot to get through. Y'all know I am behind, girl, because of everything. I went on that little girl's trip, was, out for the weekend, girl. So I didn't see any of the shows and I had no idea what was going on. So I have had to catch up, okay? And it has been a lot of catching up. So I'm going to try to get as much done as I possibly can today. I hope you guys will enjoy the show because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos. I think it's like 3 lives today. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I hope that, if you don't watch these shows, you at least, really enjoy my recap of them. I'm going to do Love After Lockup first, just so we're clear. Hold up, y'all, because I didn't get a little screenshot situation for family reunion. So I have to do that. Y'all, sometimes I just be forgetting about these things. My bad. Okay, my bad. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. I'm gonna get into these comments in a second. We're going to do a BondyBlue show tomorrow. That's why I'm trying to get all my TV shows done so I'm caught up, so that tomorrow we can do a BondyBlue show and talk about all of the tea and talk about all of the things that are going on in the streets. Because, girl, it's a lot. It's a lot going on, girl. It's a lot of things that I have opinions about. And I really feel like I'm going to start trying to do more like commentary on social media, but still giving y'all the real deal Holyfield over here on, the channel. Okay. So hold up. Let me turn my heater down, girl, because I be cold. But let's go ahead and get into some things. Okay. Let's turn this into something. Yeah. Okay. First of all, let's get into these comments. First, thank you, Lisa, for coming through, love. Thank you for coming through. All right. Denise, Trudy, Ebony, LaCharice, Okay, Ashley. Okay, is it Tyree? Tyree, okay. Simply Telly, Purely Terry, okay. Shantia, Journey O, Zari, One Love Shara, G Marie, Shamika, JRR, Tawanda, Chocolate Girl, Lady J. Okay, I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. Okay, Paquita Hall, Miss Monet. What's going on, my love? What is that? Adri baby, Adri baby. Look, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for getting that Patreon. I see a lot of y'all signed up for my Patreon, so I really appreciate y'all for that. Okay. Child, did I quote Crit? I'm always quoting Crit. I don't even know when I do it anymore. Anyway, okay. So we're not gonna waste any time because we have several shows to get through today. Okay, several things to talk about. Okay, I hope it's enjoyable for everyone, including me. Okay, because y'all, sometimes watching the shows, getting through your notes, a drag. Girl, I was supposed to try to hunch my husband last night and I got drunk, fucking around, sipping slow, watching these shows. Okay, got to the end, it was just like, oh girl, let me get some more of this. Oh girl, and then oh girl, and so I'm gonna be sober tonight. Okay. Thank you so much to Wanda McCat for the super chat. Bonnie, you look beautiful today. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y'all know I be trying to come to y'all cute. Y'all know I can't. I've been doing this too long. Bitch can't come up here looking raggedy, but bitch is also not gonna put on foundation for anybody if I don't feel like it. But I did buy a new stick foundation from Makeup Forever that I can't wait to wear. Now I have, I've been doing too much. Sephora should have never gave me a credit card, bitch. But anyways, okay, let's go ahead and get into the situation of it all. Let's talk about Sean and Sarah first because it's not a lot. It's not a lot, y'all. This is love after lockup. Okay, people go to prison, people fall in love, people in prison, people get out of prison, and then they try to have normal relationships with somebody that just got out of prison. It's stupid, right? Okay. So Sean and Sarah, y'all know Sean just moved Sarah into his place with her daughter, even though they haven't been together that long, even though she just found out he had 6 kids because he lied about that. But guess what, y'all? Guess what she told us this episode, y'all? Guess what she said? Guess what she said? She pregnant. She said she pregnant. I said, you pregnant? And then she was like, we were using condoms and eventually we just stopped using them. And I'm like, girl, I get that. But I'm going to need for you to get on some type of birth control. Why are you adding to the 6 children? Why are you adding to the 6 children that he already had that you didn't even know he had? So if he break up with you, bitch, he really not going to claim, girl, he going to be lying to new hoes about the kid he got with you. Why would you do this? Why would you do this, Sarah? And listen, it's not like I don't blame Sean, but to be clear, your vagina is your responsibility. Okay? If you're not gonna make him wear a condom because you want to feel the veins and shit, trust me, I understand. Guess what we need for you to do? Get on a patch, some type of birth control, get a plan B. Don't just be out here having children with a man that lies about the 6 children he already has. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. I don't see what's attractive about a man that spends more time with you than his 6 kids and how that translates to baby fever. Girl, I don't know how that translates to baby fever either. First of all, trust me. This nigga don't have enough energy for me. The one night I fall asleep, trust me, chill out, okay? Trust me, okay? But let's move on from there. I saw that. I wasn't gonna let that go. You're making these little slick comments like y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all be thinking y'all know and y'all don't know. Okay? Listen. That was supposed to be his makeup round, okay? I got fucked up on his makeup round, okay? Don't do me. Listen, don't do me. Wait a minute. There we go. Amber and Puppy. Okay, listen. Sean is problematic and I want him locked up for it. Something's wrong with him. But y'all, Puppy and Amber. So let's talk about them. So Amber goes to check on Puppy, and for a minute, we thought Puppy might have been in a win. We thought she and Eric might have, packed a duffel bag and ran. Okay. She didn't run. She gets back to the house. Amber convinces her to text her parole officer. She texts the parole officer. She said she wants to resolve the shit. But she basically was like, she should have asked, listen, if I turn myself in, like, are y'all going to try to keep me in jail for a long time, bro? Like, let me know. But instead, she decides that she's going to go and turn herself in. As soon as they pull up, she's scared now. Now she doesn't want to do it. Now she's, thinking about she may miss her mom passing away because her mom is sick. So if she's in jail, she'll miss it. Bitch, if you're on the run in another state, you'll miss it too. Do you really think you're going to be able to just be around your mama and them house and shit at the hospital like you don't have a warrant out for your arrest? Make it make sense. Amber is trying to make it make sense for you, Puppy. And Puppy, you really letting Eric get in your head, and you know that he's not good for you. You know he's not good for you. But you like the fact that he chose you. That's really all it's about, talking about I love him and I'm happy. No, you just glad that there's a nigga out there that wants to go crazy over you because you still immature and attracted to that type of energy. And don't get me wrong, all toxic bitches, I get it. Okay, at some point in our lives, okay, have relished in the fact that there's somebody that is jealous over us or that really, held tight on to us and didn't want nobody else to have us and all of that type of shit. But the older I get, the more I feel like, nigga, you do not own me. I am not a piece of furniture. Okay. I am not a pet. I am not an accessory. I am a whole human being. I'm a whole person. Okay. And if we fuck with each other, we fuck with each other. But I do not belong to anybody but myself and the Lord. Okay. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Okay. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. Okay. I'm just saying it's a mindset about ownership. It's very slavery like. Okay. I don't like it. But absolutely, Puppy is feeling like she's a runner, she's a track star. Okay. She gonna run away and she ain't gonna get far. And they gonna arrest her and send her back. And she gonna be in jail for more time. It don't have to rhyme. The melody was on. Okay. But she decides to switch seats and speed off instead of going and turning herself in once they pull up to the police station. And I was just like, who you was running from? Who you was running from? The cameras? Why? They know you're not doing what you said you was gonna do. They caught that part. What? Girl, bye. I cannot, y'all. Let's move on to other people that's out here fucking up their sobriety. Where are they? There they are. Christiana and John. Girl, listen. I was not expecting for John to respond the way he did. So listen, John's sister came in town. John has not seen his sister since she was like 8 years old. John's father was a meth dealer. He had a meth lab on the family farm, okay? The federale hood came and got him and put the children in CPS, but I'm guessing that John was of age and, just living there, but of age and able to just kind of, not be put in CPS, okay? But either way, he's seeing his sister after 20 years of not seeing her, okay? So he's happy to see her. They have this beautiful moment. They do this ceremony. Child, listen, when you look up the Lakota people, and tell me if John and his family members look like the people that killed the Lakota people or the Lakota people. Let me know. Because this is very much, listen, I don't want nobody to shut me down, but I am very much saying this is very much given how certain people like to go to other people's lands and adopt their ways, kill them, or erase them, and then take on their identities in religion, their identities in culture, like take their shit, say, say those people weren't even, no, it's not them, it's us. Like, it's very much giving colonizer trying to pretend to be native. That's what it's giving. But whatever y'all need to do to get y'all spirits right, John, I am not going to judge you, okay? I am not. But a lot of the times when I see y'all doing all of this shit, I just kind of be like, sir, you and those pale family members, you and those pale family members do not look like the Lakota people that I Googled, okay? But I'm going to let y'all have it, okay? Either way, Christiana was feeling a way about the fact that John's sister came in town and she still can't get in contact with Tara. And it's like, bitch, because Tara is back on meth, you know what it is. You looking for a reason to feel some type of way. You a grown-ass woman. Not being around your sister should not hurt you this much. You was in jail all of that time and you wasn't around that bitch. So why is it right now that it's so bothersome that you can't get in touch with Tara, the sister who you love fucking over and who love fucking over you? Stop. Stop. John get off from work, come home, this bitch gone. Then packed her book bag and her purse, and he watching her in, on the little ring camera, walk out the house to the car and drive. Girl, where you going? She going binge. He thinks she going to see Tara. That's what he thinks. He thinks that she's going to look for her sister. And she may be going to look for her sister, but it feels like to me she's going to look for her sister and some meth. And hopefully her sister and some meth. And it's sad. But I was not expecting for John to flip out the way he did because this has happened before and he has gone to look for her. He has gone to bring her back. He has, been very supportive and understanding of her addiction and all of that. So for him to turn around and throw all her shit into some garbage bags, I was just like, damn, he mad, huh? I was just surprised by that. I'm surprised that he's surprised. Talking about, I'm mad she didn't communicate with me that she was feeling away. What? You couldn't tell that she was feeling away? You said yourself that ever since your sister came in town, she had been feeling away. So she was struggling, but whatever. Either way, another thing that John was talking about with that daddy and his sister said the daddy got her on meth at 11 years old. Gave her the pipe, gave her the lighter, and taught her how to pack a bowl and smoked meth with his 11-year-old for the first time. Girl, what? So she was never pregnant. Ooh, was Christiana pregnant? I can't remember, y'all. I can't remember whether that was something that we thought happened or we saw in a trailer. Like, I can't remember. It's been a long time, with these two. She probably doing drugs with the sister. That surprised me. That was Yo Bonnie, ain't it? I don't know what that means. But yeah, y'all. I feel like this should be expected with people who struggle with addiction. Me too. But she sure did pack that little, book bag and skedaddle the fuck up out of there. So let's move on to Lacey and Shane, y'all. Lacey and Shane got a bitch worried, y'all. Lacey said that Shane has been missing for a few days now. That worries me. But Lacey says that she's frustrated with having to be Shane's mother. And I was like, how can you be upset with him because he told you that he could do all of the things that you wanted him to do? He was going to tell you whatever you needed to hear so that y'all could be together because he wanted to be with you. But I don't think that he didn't think he could do it. I think he thought he could. I think he thought he could be a father. He thought he could be a husband. And then when you find out how hard this shit is, you realize maybe I can't do this shit. Because a lot of people don't know what they've gotten into until after it's too late. And that's when they realize how hard it is. That's why people tell you none of this shit, marriage or kids, is not for play. Okay? So Lacey really pissed me off because I feel like as the person that is the adult in this situation, you should blame yourself for believing that a 20-something-year-old young man that just got out of jail was going to be able to provide you with all of those things. Like, fuck being mad at him for lying to you about it. Be mad at your motherfucking self for allowing yourself to believe him, knowing what this really takes. He had no idea what it really took to be a father and a husband and take care of a family. But you did as a mother of 3 children before he got there. You absolutely knew what it was. But you still made the decision that you made. And then you got him arrested, and you don't want to tell us the specifics because you probably fucked around and got that boy arrested. Called the police on him, fought with him, did something to get him arrested. He got out of jail. He was staying with her daddy. Now he's missing. The day after he got arrested, you was on social media making out with John, letting everybody know that y'all fucked. Lacey, you ain't shit. And just like John said when he was going to meet you, you might be a beautiful, attractive woman and all of that, but your ass is evil. When he said that, I was like, John, please be done with her. Please be done with her. And absolutely do not ruin your relationship with your new little girlfriend fucking around with crazy. And oh yeah. So did you fuck up your relationship with your new girlfriend, or are y'all still just dating? And is it okay that you fucked on Lacey because you had a whole new girlfriend? So what's going on there? Oh my gosh, she is so vindictive. It's like, yes, selfish, self-absorbed. Where are your children? Oh, they're with my dad. Bitch, really? Oh my God. Get her away from me. Get her away from me. Shane, oh my God, so terrible. You got yourself arrested. Like, oh my God, girl, go to hell. You got that man arrested, this bullshit. Anyway, Brittany and Ray, y'all. Brittany pissed me off. Brittany and her family pissed me off. First of all, Brittany family, let me talk to y'all right quick. Y'all actually had a conversation with Brittany about the fact that she was rushing things, that she was wanting marriage and a proposal from Ray too soon. Y'all told her that. And so when Ray pops out the promise ring instead of an engagement ring, y'all hoes is sitting up here mad on her behalf like y'all didn't just have this conversation, and then got the audacity to pipe up and say something about it. Y'all all should have just been sitting on the sidelines drinking y'all drinks and eating y'all motherfucking food, because at the end of the day, y'all know Brittany sound crazy expecting that man to do all of those things just because she feel like it's the right time. Let him dictate when he's ready to propose to you. I understand that you wanted it to happen when you wanted it to happen, but y'all ain't even been together long enough for you to feel like that. Y'all have not been together long enough for you to feel like that. It's thirsty as fuck, and that makes me feel like all your friends and your sister and all of them validate your bullshit, which is why you around here with these weird ass expectations that's gonna end up with you getting your fucking face cracked like it was today. Nobody told you to expect that from him. Girl, been together 6 months. 6 months and some change. Come on. Oh, just selfish. I can't stand Brittany. Like, girl, if you wanted to get married, you should have found somebody who wants the same things as you, or somebody who already had his life set up. Somebody that already had their life set up, not somebody that's got to get out of jail and rebuild their life from scratch. Nothing special about planning your own proposal, girl. Sit down. I'm about to tell you, she absolutely crazy. I felt so bad for Ray. I felt bad for Ray too, because I felt like nobody there was going to have his back, and they were all going to look at him like he was fucked up for not handling this situation exactly the way she wanted to, like he's some fucking child or something like that. He a grown-ass man. Let that man handle this the way he wants to. And like he said, I spent thousands of dollars on a fucking ring. You need to be happy I bought you anything. With that $100,000 restitution, that 6-figure restitution this man got to pay. And you sitting up here being unappreciative of thousands of dollars worth of diamond. Like, do you know how, girl, y'all get her away from me. Okay, let's go ahead and switch up the energy before we move on to the next show, y'all. Hold up. Let me see. Okay, y'all, that's all we got to say about that. We done with that. We're moving on from there. So y'all know what y'all need to do. Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into family reunion. Okay. That's what I'm going to do next. Let's talk about the family reunion of It's All. All right. Um, Thank you, Shani. I appreciate that. I know I need to give y'all some regular tea stuff because that's what y'all want to hear from me for the most part. Like, I don't know why I still do show reviews at this point. But let's go ahead and get into the family reunion. So, y'all, Mimi, Brooke, and Jonathan are the host of this family reunion trip to what are they, San Diego? Yeah, they're in San Diego. Beautiful San Diego. Okay, the first episode, we really only get to see them on the beach. Okay, this is the list of people. Are y'all ready for this list of people? Okay, this is the long list of fucking people. So we got Brooke. We got her husband slash baby daddy, Marcus. We got Erica. Later on, Safari will join them. We have Sin Santana. We have Booby Gibson. We have Zelda Monster. Shout out to Roxanne. We have Bobby Lights. We got Tara and Amina. We have Mimi Faust. Later on, Stevie J will join. We have Shekinah. We have Yo-Yo. We have Kimbella and Jewels. And then making a comeback, the Creep Squad, consisting of Peter, Cisco, and Rich Daddy Dollars. Okay, everybody's old. A lot of us are trying to figure out why are we revisiting these same old ass storylines that don't nobody care about no more. And I'm just saying, like I'm excited about it, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, y'all got 11 people on this fucking show. It usually when y'all have to put this many people on the show, it makes me feel like it's not gonna be that good. But I'm just gonna have some high hopes. I'm gonna have some high hopes, and I'm going to be optimistic that VH1 Family Reunion will give in some capacity because I feel like it's gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit in Erica and Safari. Like that's what it feels like. But let's go ahead and talk about the breakdown of the episode. So everyone meets on the beach. And Mimi and them have set up food and a stage and a DJ. Like it's a party on the beach, y'all. It's something I would definitely have loved to be invited to. Please, everybody come dressed in white beach wear. Come down to the beach. We got the food, we got the music, we got the vibes, we have the edibles, we have the weed. Come on down, okay? It's San Diego, it's legal. It's San Diego, it's legal. So Peter, Cisco still have beef, okay? I did not see the fight that they had. Apparently, they had a pay-per-view fight. I'm not paying to see Cisco and Peter fight. I'm not paying for that. But we all know where the beef really, really began. So Peter found out that Amina stayed at Cisco's during New Year's, I think in like 2017. And Rich kind of put that out there because Rich was pissed off at Cisco because he's a petty ass bitch. Sorry, Rich. That was some petty bitch shit that you did. And they got into a whole fight. And that transitioned into now Cisco walking up to the beach solo dolo, okay, as an excommunicated member of said Creep Squad, okay? So Tara, Amina, and Peter all get along now. We know y'all all get along. Y'all were on the cusp of getting along when y'all were all staying in the same apartment building and you hoes was pregnant at the same time. I wonder, did he get you pregnant separately? I have often wondered, a lot of you love triangles if y'all have had threesomes because, I mean, it's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched, okay? So Erica gets there. And Sin is keeping her distance. As everybody will remember, Erica had an Instagram page that she was trolling and low-key stalking Sin Santana on. And then she decided to turn that same Instagram page into her brand new baby's Instagram page and forgot that everybody was going to see all of the things that same page said. So, yeah, she got caught and got the audacity to be on this show talking about it's a lie. Girl, go to hell. Bobby also has beef with Erica because she thought that Bobby brought some girl to Safari's party that Safari was fucking with. So she sent her homegirl on a flight to fight the girl the following day. All right. We remember the girl posted all her broke nails, and Erica's dumbass got on the internet and said, "Where do I send the check?" Whether you were being facetious or not, that was just stupid to even vocalize that on the internet, that you paid your friend to fight somebody. You were stupid. But either way, they want folks to bond and work out their issues on this trip. Child, we'll see. Zelda Monster and Shekinah talk about him wanting a girlfriend and still liking vagina. You guys, I feel like this is the age of everybody kind of realizing that black men are like, a lot of the times they can be bisexual, you guys. I know y'all feel like they can't be, but they can be bisexual, you guys. They really, really can. I feel like there's this spectrum that we're all on. And yeah, black men are on that spectrum as well. I know y'all like to think that black men are always either or, but no, these niggas can very much be in the middle. And to be honest, like, Zelda Monster definitely comes off like somebody that would be rationing that ass, fucking it up, doing too much. I mean, a lot of the boys that I knew growing up had a lot of sex with women before they started fucking with men. Just saying. A lot of sex with women. Like, too much sex for me to think you didn't like it. Zell is not bisexual though. Zell be putting on. Why? Why though? For what? What is that gonna do for him? Like, everybody already knows you as being gay. What is that going to do for you to tell people that you still like fucking women? There are bisexual men, and Zell looks like the type of dude that would like fucking both. Like, he absolutely comes off like the type of guy that would like to fuck them both. A lot of men just like fucking everybody. I seen the nude. What does that mean? Right, he been saying that he likes women. I don't think he ever said that he didn't like women, honestly. Oh yeah, Zell definitely gives, if you pretty enough, I will lick all of the insides of your ass out. Absolutely, absolutely. He gives, I will fuck you nasty like. Okay? Really? Is Milan bi too? I didn't know that, girl. I didn't know that. I don't see it. I mean, I don't know how you don't. Zell has a absolute, masculinity and aggression to him. Same as Miles. Y'all, we're going to talk about Miles because honestly, I think a lot of times women just find certain things unattractive when it comes to men being effeminate or having attributes or mannerisms that they perceive as feminine. That is really the only problem that women have, besides other people judging them with dating bisexual men. If they can't tell that your ass is bisexual and you don't bring nothing extra home, then girl, especially this new generation of young women, don't care like that. I'm just telling y'all. They just don't. And I don't think that they should. Like, I think people should date whoever the fuck they want to date. And they should be with whoever they want to be with. Nah, Miles is you don't believe that Miles is bi? Yeah, no, I don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I will have to disagree with y'all on that. The older I get, the more I realize that, yeah, no, women are way too sexually attractive to me for niggas to be like completely unattracted to women. I've even heard Funky Dineva say that, he would have sex with a woman. He's, enjoyed having sex with a woman, and being gay doesn't mean that you don't necessarily enjoy having sex with women. You just don't want to be with one. And that's understandable too. But I'm just saying, like, y'all really got to understand there is more of a spectrum than y'all realize. And a lot of these men that are already being called gay, it does them no favors to say they're bisexual once it's already been put out there that they like dick. Like, I promise y'all, nobody that actually feels a way about a man being gay is going to then change their mind because he says he also still likes women. They're not going to feel any differently. Just like a lot of y'all don't seem to believe these men when they say they're bisexual, even though what reason would they have to lie when everybody already knows that they like dick? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, why? Like, it doesn't give them any more attention. Like, Bobby Lights gets all of the attention. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you know, we can agree to disagree about it, but I just feel like the way Miles responds to women, he looks sexually attracted to women to me, based off the way he responds to women. Jonah K. Shackleford, thank you so much for the super chat. What's up, Bondy? I just finished finals and I'm here. Let's get into it. All right, boo. Congratulations on finishing finals. So, y'all, let's move on. Brooke tells Erica that she invited Safari because she wants them to exhaust all of their options before they throw in the towel on their marriage. And Erica says that she just doesn't trust Safari anymore, and she was not expecting to see him on this trip, and this shit is definitely not what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all think they saying they bisexual because it's a cool thing to say? I don't know. Maybe, but I don't think so. Yes, this right here, this comment right here. For me, gay men are freaky, and a lot of bi men are over sexualized and get bored with just women. They go back and forth. Yeah, like that's basically like people really do be going back and forth. It's not because like y'all, if somebody isn't attracted to a woman, then they dick not gonna get hard for them. Just saying. In my opinion, like not really. Like you're not gonna actively go out there and like force yourself to have sex with a woman and then get hard and all of that. So what? Say I like women, but I'm also known for fucking men. Like nobody's doing that. Like men mostly move off of what their penis, you know, actually responds to. But anyway, Sin and Booby are vibing, right? They're vibing. And she says, you know, that they've never really met in person, but you know, they talked online or whatever. And he's a very beautiful, beautiful man. I'm like, of course he's a beautiful, beautiful man. He's a black man. Black man, tall black man, big dick black man. Of course, of course. And you know, you're gonna smile and flirt. And he's gonna be on you and you're gonna be on him, and we're gonna see where it goes. And you know, let us know, Sin. So Bobby also has wait, no, I read that part. Did I read that part? Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like my notes just got mixed up. Okay, no, send a movie with Bobby. Okay, Cisco and Peter have a little back and forth, and Shekinah is annoyed by these old ass men. Think they the shit. Okay, y'all, I was dying laughing at Shekinah in the way she felt about the Creep Squad. When Cisco speaks to her, he like, hey, Shekinah, how you doing? Like, I'm doing all right, baby. But you know, y'all have just annoyed the shit out of me. Y'all done totally disappointed me sitting over there arguing. Y'all is some grown ass men. Y'all know y'all too damn old for that. So she get up to walk away. Peter is like, wait a minute. You know, they had some words, but the way it was edited, I couldn't really tell what was being said. But you can just tell it was Peter trying to be like, wait a minute, what's all of this? And her being like, get your stupid ass away from me with all this dumb shit because y'all niggas is immature and I can't stand y'all. Get away from me with all this dumb shit. Talk fast, right? So they start going back and forth. She kind of like, don't nobody know you. Everybody in the world know me. Okay, don't nobody know you. Shriveled up ass bitch. I was like, not a shriveled up ass bitch. And then she started going in. I was mad at them girls that you get them pregnant. That's what I was mad about. I don't like the way you treat the women. Okay? And listen, y'all don't get me wrong. I understand where she kind of coming from. Them niggas a flaw. Them niggas pat themselves on the back and like being called the Creep Squad. Do you know how disgusting that is to like and rejoice in being called a creep by women? Something's wrong with you, okay? But at the same time, I don't understand why people are always more upset with Peter than the women that he impregnates. I don't understand it. And the truth of the matter is, do you know what I saw when I saw Peter and Shekinah arguing? I saw all of that cursing out and then privately getting bent over a bathroom sink while Peter, you know, dirty feet fucks the piss out of you and you enjoy every second of it while hating him at the same time. So when women be doing all of that loud screaming and all of that, yeah, you may like not like the way the man was carrying himself, but you also wondering what that dick like in order for them to be responding to this nigga in that way in the first place. These hoes is basically sister wives now, getting along. The dick helped because they were both still going back to it for a while. Thank you so much for the super chat, Dequasia. I think some people say they're bisexual because not only it's a safe word, but it keeps them from being ostracized permanently from society. Does it? I don't know. I feel like that doesn't work for black men. And as a bisexual woman, for the people that were homophobic that I came into contact with, that did not matter to them that I was bisexual. All that mattered was that I was not heterosexual. So even though I understand that point of view and I get that, y'all, I still feel like you get judged anyway. If somebody is homophobic, you being bisexual does not save you in any way. The people that felt a way about me felt that way about me, even though I was in relationships with men. They still felt that way about me. Okay? And it's the same thing with black men. Black men do not get to be bisexual and people not judge them for that. That does not happen. So to me, I think it's the hard part is being gay and being a black man. Okay? That's the hard part. Saying you bisexual, I don't know if that really saves you. Like, I don't know. I really can't. We are called greedy, all of that, because we find both sexes attractive, which is ridiculous. Like, in all honesty, I'm so sorry that I find other human beings attractive. The fuck wrong with me, right? Like, I guess. I just kind of feel like it didn't save the people that used to feel like I was going to hell. I was going to hell anyway for them. And I'm like, well, all right, then I guess. But let's go ahead and move on, y'all. So Rich finds his way over to Erica. After a few drinks, it seems as if he's tipsy, and maybe so is she. But she says that he is regretting not treating her right because being with her is a moment. And I'm like, shut up, Erica. He's touching her all on her thigh and putting his head against her head, talking about, you miss me and all of this shit. She like, no, nigga, you miss me. And Mina was sitting there the whole time, and Amina got up and walked away because she didn't like it. Zell didn't like it because Zell is friends with Safari. Zell is also fucking messy. And this is that shit we be talking about when we say there are certain, things that bisexual men do that straight women feel like is indicative of things that women would do, like a characteristic of a woman, is to then, go run back and tell that because you saw something happening. Do you see what I'm saying? Even though that's what men do that. Okay, don't get me wrong. But I still feel like the way he vocalized it, it was like showcasing that Zell is about to do some messy shit. And I feel like that's kind of in line with why a lot of straight women don't want to date bisexual men, because they feel like there's going to be a moment where some bitch shit shows up and that's going to turn me off. Okay? Just being honest with you about the way people be feeling. Okay? But he was all in her face and touching her. Zell was like, I don't like that. A lot of people felt the way, But I feel like, I don't know why y'all feel the way. Safari was just on the internet rubbing his dick against some random girl's ass and acting a fool out in the streets of Jamaica while that girl was in a hospital with a motherfucking baby. I don't care what Erica does. Do you hear me? I don't care what Erica does. Anyway, Jewels performs, and y'all, Kimbella is so happy that he home. Kimbella's ass is not a good look. I don't give a fuck what you're kind of talking about. Bitch, you look crazy. But he got up there and he performed. I smoke, we drink, me too. All right. And we gonna get high tonight. Hey, that was the shit. I forgot about that. Hey, and we gonna get it in the night. That was the shit back in the day. Oh, Lord. Somebody make sure they get the good teeth for Jewel so his jaws don't get weak. But moving on from there, so everyone has a great time. Everybody parties, dances on the beach, and then they go get ready for game night. Sin and Booby are still vibing and take it back to either one of their rooms. And she's like, you're going to have to be my friend. You're going to have to be my safe place. Are you going to be my safe place? Like, shut the fuck up, Sin. Like, whatever. But I understand what she was talking about. Like, she flirting with him and letting him know there's a whole bunch of people here that I got some issue with. I used to fuck with Erica. We got issue. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Cisco here, we got issue. You know what I'm saying? So, she was just basically talking to him about being her friend. He was like, well, listen, you ain't got the friend zone me because I don't stay in a friend zone. And I'm like, we know you don't stay in a friend zone, Booby. Booby, use the nigga a girl call where she want to get her, her shit blown out. You look like you the nigga they call. You know what I'm saying? We know we can't be with you. We know we can't be in a relationship with you. You ain't that, okay? But you are definitely the nigga to call when you want to make sure all the corners is hit. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the night, that everybody has gotten theirs. You might have had a tear roll down your eye into your fucking ear at some point during the session. But either way, he's the nigga you call when you want to make sure the job gets done. Okay? So we know you're not gonna stay in the friend zone, booby. We're aware. But Sin is gonna try to act classy based about it and put you there for a minute, okay? So Mimi, Shekinah, and Erica talk about Safari and Stevie J coming. Everything changed when Erica had the baby. Safari was no longer being the dream that she thought he was going to be. Erica says that she came here to escape from him, and now he's going to be here. And Shekinah was like, girl, I don't know how you thought you was going to escape with all your lovers here. I was like, I know that's fucking right. Girl, you got Rich, Sin, and Safari coming through, bitch. That's everybody. And then I saw a group hug between her, Rich, and Safari, and I was just kind of like, after Rich had his hand on her thigh and his face all in her face, oh, okay, all right, that's fine. Not Hitman Holla, cousin. Y'all listen, why is y'all saying Hitman? And listen, let me just tell y'all this right now. I do not find Hitman Holla attractive. Like, if I don't know what your dick size, it's just, I mean, he cute. He all right. I honestly like him as Romello on games people play, which we're going to talk about in the live down the line that I'm doing later. But I'm he's straight, but like, I would not face value him and be like, yeah. Okay. But the video made me think about something. I'm going to just say that, there have been times. I'm just gonna say that and leave it at that. But it just reminded me of my own shit, like a good fucking song. It reminded me of my own memories, my own situation. Yes, it did. And I was just kind of in my memories and in my head and in my phone looking at that video like, oh, the times when cell phones weren't connected to the internet or to a cloud. Yo, the shit that used to go down back when there was no social media and I used to just like recording things. Girl, somebody was like, I don't know how y'all, how they could record themselves and put themselves out there like that. I'm like, if you look good fucking, then you would. I will let it go. Ciao. Good old times. Anyways. Child, listen. One of my first apartment, about my girl, listen. Anyway. Oh my God. Don't make me think about it. But it damn sure made me like, because me and Lyric have never done that. We're adults. But I was just like, let me go get a wax. Anyway, so moving on from there. Okay. Erica swear up and down that this situation with Cynthia. Okay, I love how she kind of was like, are you going to apologize to Cynthia about the Instagram situation? She was like, that was a lie. She said, bitch, how you going to say that was a lie? You ain't shit. You want to tell y'all something? I'm going to love Shekinah. Child, Shekinah going to be the truth sayer. So Peter and Rich talk about how seeing Rich and Erica together was the highlight for Peter. I'm like, yeah, because you's a dirty ass nigga. Rich feels like it's weird that Cisco wasn't a part of the clique when they got to the beach. And Peter says that, Cisco is like the bad little brother that likes to bottle shit up and then act out like a badass kid. Cisco goes to see Jonathan. Apparently, Jonathan used to do his mom's makeup back in the day, and they formed a relationship because Cisco reminds him of his brother with that same thing of keeping shit bottled up. So they talk, and Cisco pulls this shit out of his ass. Well, I just get mad because I haven't been able to see my kids in like 6 months. So I just get jealous because I'm like, they get to see their kids. I'm like, all these people, they got people all over the place that's walking around with their fucking kids. What they got to do with Rich and Peter, my nigga? Like, be honest about what you really mad about. Be honest about what you're really pissed off about. And I feel like it's something else. It's some jealousy. I don't know what it is, but y'all move like y'all friends, but low-key in competition with one another. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why at all. Then we see Bobby goes over to Sin and Jonathan at the pool. Now, at the same time, Erica and Amina were sitting outside as well. So she heard what they were saying, but she was like, they'll never say that to my face. Girl, they gonna say it to your face when they feel like it. Ain't nobody scared of you, bitch. Like, all we gotta do is clip you and you gonna fall on your ass shots and bust something. So calm down. Jonathan says that Erica has shown so much growth over the past, few conversations that they've had, that he feels like she's in a better place. She's not. She's not, Jonathan. I'm about to tell you right now, it's episode 1, and I can already tell you she's not in a better place. Okay, Erica's, over there ear hustling, and Bobby says that she, had her friend come and assault him and his friend, so he got feelings about her. And Sin is just tired of dealing with her all together, like tired of the mess all together, because her energy is like, ugh, okay, ugh, And I just kind of feel like, bitch, I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of all of this already. Erica gonna work on my nerves, and that's just how I'm feeling right now. So let me see what y'all saying before we move on to marriage boot camp. Even if the fake page was a lie, there is evidence of Erica copying Sin's tweets word for word and responding to them for 7 years now, girl. That Dito. Listen. Shit, not just the D. There are some girls that I recorded that I wish I still had. So mad at myself for deleting that. The only time she kind of was useful. My cousin sent it to me at what pulled my teeth. I couldn't find it. Girl, listen. I wish there was somewhere I could post it for y'all. It's been posted in the Discord though. If y'all didn't know, Quaisha posted it in the Discord. If you in the Discord, child, everything is produced. Cisco is lying like hell. He is depressed about something else. They move like frenemies. He mad because he wasn't a full cast member. Was he insinuating that they got to see their kids, but they don't? That's what it sounded like. But we all know that Peter be there for most of those children. The ones he's close near. The video is on Twitter if anyone wants to watch. Thank you for saying Erica like that. Erica, girl, your ass off the chain, Bondy. Listen, stop it. Get out of here. Hi, Bondy. The Creep Squad should be called the Retirement Squad because they are dusty and washed up. Shriveled up ass. Listen. Rap the song, Bondy. What? She want the dick. She want the dick. She want the dick. What? When Zell first came out, he said he was bi. I thought so too. I would drop the link if Bondy is just K with it. No, don't post it in here. It's in the Discord. Listen, I'm about to post a link to the Discord right now for my members and my Patreons so that y'all can get in the Discord right now because Quaisha posted it yesterday. Quaisha, can you do me a favor? Because I don't know how far back it is. No, it's not that far back. It's not that far back. I don't think it's that far back. Okay, but I'm about to post this link to the Discord for y'all. Okay, so give me a second and we're about to move on to marriage boot camp because bitch, marriage boot camp was good. And we're going to end with Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, y'all, just so you're aware of what we're doing here. Hold up. I'm about to let y'all know right now because I'm about to post it. Discord link to Patreon first. Hold up. Here we go. Here we go. Discord. Publish. Now, okay. Patreons, y'all should be getting it in a second. YouTube members, I'm posting it right now for my YouTube members. Okay. So channel members and Patreons, y'all should have just gotten a Discord link. Get in the Discord, okay? And it's in there because I can post shit in there that I can't post anywhere else. So yeah, why I never see the join button? Is it because I use the YouTube app? Probably. You may have to do it on your desktop. That might be, the issue. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and move on from Love and Hip Hop. Let's move on to Marriage Boot Camp. Where is it at? Okay, here we go. Okay. So Neri and Nori talk about him wanting another kid to right the wrong of not being there for his older children. He wants to prove to Neri that he is going to help her, but we don't see him doing a lot of helping. Okay. Hold up, y'all. My nose running. Hold up. Okay, child. I'm not about to be blowing my nose on camera. Anyway, so let's go ahead. So, like I said, lie detector test day. All right. Lie detector test day. Y'all let me know. Anybody that watches Marriage Boot Camp, did they post both episodes or just episode 9? Because episode 10 was already on All Black, where I had to watch this because for some reason for the past 2 weeks, my every time I try to record the episode, it gets disrupted and then I can't watch it when I try to play it back. So I have All Black and I'm able to watch Marriage Boot Camp on there. So y'all let me know if they just posted 1 episode or 2, because if they just posted, okay, 9, you haven't seen 10. Okay, I'll wait to give y'all the notes for episode 10. Or I might just, I'm going to give it to y'all. I'm going to give y'all both 9 and 10. Okay. If y'all haven't seen it yet. Okay. So Nori wants to know why it took Neri so long to change her last name. Judge Lynn Toller says, we're not going to ask that question because that is not what you really wanted to know. Okay. You really want to know if she wants to have a baby with you. Okay. So Judge says, you're not going to pull that question out of your ass. Instead, Neri wants to know, you want to know if Neri really wants to have a baby. That's the question. Because y'all know they pose a question and then Judge and Dr. Ish decide if they're going to allow that question or they're going to change the question. So Judge Lynn changed the question. Okay. So Neri wants to know if Nori will stop being so controlling. And what you really want to ask is, do you believe your wife can sustain a successful career without your involvement? Meaning, do you see her as someone who can stand on her own 2 feet? Because see, if he sees her as someone who can stand on her own 2 feet, he's going to have to show her more respect. Seeing her that way means he respects her more. Him trying to control her is also a lack of respect. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. It means you don't trust that person. And it also means you don't respect them as a whole human being, to not try to encroach upon their freedoms to make yourself happy. And that's what he does. So moving on from there, Tough and Moni. He wants to know if she can move on from the past, if she can get over the cheating. Moni wants to know if Tough can drop the tough exterior and be emotionally available. Judge says, no, you want to know if he can actually be in a monogamous relationship with you. And I was like, girl, I can already tell you he can't be in no monogamous relationship with you. I can already tell you that. Amber wants to know if she is enough for Miles. And Miles wants to know if she can marry a bisexual man. And I just feel like we already know that she can't be with a bisexual man. They've been doing this for a long time. If she could be with a bisexual man, they would not still be arguing about him being bisexual. All right. And I honestly feel like it's not even about being enough. Y'all, the older I get, the more I see people's relationships, the more I understand that some people are just not meant to be in monogamous relationships. Some people just aren't. And they might have a main person who they want a family with, who they want to be with, who they value above everybody else. But that does not mean that they only want to have sex or have, no other relationship outside of that relationship. Some people don't want that. Tough does not want that, y'all. Tough does not want to be in a monogamous relationship with Moni or anybody, if you ask me. And it's the same thing for Miles. I don't think Miles wants to be in a monogamous relationship. I think Miles wants to be with someone who will allow him to be sexually free. But they won't admit that to themselves because it's like nobody wants to admit that that's what they really want because they feel like they can't have it. When the truth of the matter is, I believe in my spirit, there is a girl out there. There's a girl out there that will not only allow for Miles to be bisexual, but will probably want to fuck on men with him. Like, there's a girl out there that will absolutely, Ashley from Real Housewives of Potomac, you can't tell me she not fucking dudes with Michael. Okay, I know she is, but it's not accepted in society. It's not something that they can talk about the way they can talk about fucking females together. So I absolutely feel like some of these people just can't be faithful because they just don't want to be in those types of relationships, and they don't want to admit that to themselves or their partners, because then they lose their partners. So they're really being disingenuous with how they feel. But you know, it is what it is. So Amber wants to, I said that already. The women go first. The women get tested first. The men talk about how all the times that Tough is cheated, that Moni has caught him, and the times that Moni had not caught him, which absolutely solidified for me that you just don't want to be in a monogamous relationship with anybody, let alone Moni, who you don't even really seem to have a lot of sexual chemistry with. Moni says that she forgave Tuff's infidelity, that she could forgive it. I said that's a lie, because if you could, we wouldn't still be talking about it. Tuff doesn't believe that she can let it go, and Tuff would be right. So after the test, Amber and Miles argue because Miles says some little snippy shit like, you know, oh, so you happy with the lies that you told? And the funny part about it is he was right. He was right. She absolutely went up there and wait, no, did she lie? Did she tell the truth? Because I feel like she lied. I feel like she went up there and lied, even though she knew that they would say that she was lying. She still, I believe, went up there and lied. I could be wrong. I'm going to get through it in the notes. I've done it. The dude set it up, and it ended up being myself, him, and his girl. And yeah, he was the bottom. Was it fun? Did you have fun? Did you and a girl interact at all, or did y'all only do stuff on a dude? Let me know. I'm curious. Anyway, so while Amber and Miles are arguing, he asked, so do you feel like I've made you happy at least 50% of the time? Or, you know, I mean, what's the percentage? He asked, what's the percentage? And she said 50% of the time. That's what it was. And he was like, damn, I feel like I should be at least at a 60 or a 70. And honestly, I feel like I'm not mad at him for saying that, because when you keep into mind that not only is he there for her, but he's there for her kids, he's there for her family, her sister. Like, Miles is there for Amber and everybody else that Amber loves, which is important to Amber. So I feel like what Judge and Dr. Ish was saying throughout the episode was so true about them. They are really supposed to just be friends, but they feel like if they stop being romantic partners, they aren't going to be able to be friends. But that's because y'all have to get out of this mindset of ownership of one another, because that's why you feel jealous instead of allowing the person and just letting them go. It's hard, but eventually you will get there. Let them go. Let them go, because you don't really want to be with them. So go find you somebody else. I always say, y'all, I don't care what nobody's talking about. You want to get over one person, go find you a new one. That's why, there's nothing wrong with rebounds, moving on quickly, whatever the fuck, do what you got to do. Get over that shit, okay? Because ain't nothing, worse to me than trying to stay in something that doesn't want to stay together or that shouldn't stay together, okay? So everybody called Miles out for being snarky, for starting shit with Amber and then pulling back, and Amber taking it to this next crazy ass level. And he tries to make up with her, and she softens a bit, but mostly she just threatens him. So, but you notice that they still have sexual chemistry that we really haven't seen from anybody else in the house, which is why I was kind of rooting for them to work it out. But it's obvious that she can't get past him being bisexual, and he doesn't want to be in a monogamous relationship. So if he did say he wanted to be in a monogamous relationship, he would be lying. Okay? He would be lying. All right? Anyway, so they bring in strippers and put the strippers behind a plexiglass And the men know it's a trap, but Miles is feeling it. And this is when this is the moment I'm telling y'all, if you were paying attention to this moment, you would be able to see that Miles is absolutely bisexual. Miles is absolutely bisexual, okay? Because that man was glued into that bitch, okay? Glued in, licking at her and everything. And he was doing that before he knew that Amber was watching him. Like, I believe that Miles is one of those dudes like the ones that I grew up with that had a lot of sex with girls at first and then went to men. And really just is probably overly, sexual, really likes sex a lot and likes to have sex with both parties. Likes to have sex with men and women. Some people are like that. They like sex so much that sex can drift between those lines for them. Okay? So Nori is worried about men being around his woman. So he can't even enjoy himself because he's just worried about whatever Neri might be doing. Everyone else is enjoying the strippers, and then the TVs pop on and it shows the women the men and the men the women. Miles is leaning in and flicking his tongue out and shit. So then Amber goes into a private room because Miles is in a private room. Like, it's a private room, but there's still a plexiglass between them. And I feel like you and Miles have probably done worse shit at strip clubs together, but you're going to get all mad because this man is getting a lap dance. Like, okay, girl. He says that's why he going to have his fun once he saw her go into a private room. They both are stupid and petty for this, okay? He's asking the stripper if she wants to stay there for the night, but it's obvious the stripper has been brought in by production. She's not staying there for the night, okay? So now Amber doesn't want to be with him anymore. They get into it. Everyone agrees that Miles took it too far by antagonizing her. And now she's throwing glasses and drinks and security has to get involved, right? They finally cool it down and separate them. Nori doesn't believe Neri can run a successful business without him, y'all, because we finally get our answers to the lie detector test, right? Nori doesn't believe that Neri can run a successful business without him. Neri says that she doesn't want a baby, and Nori doesn't know how to feel. He actually got upset because that girl didn't want to have a baby. What the fuck do you mean? Look at Neri. I don't know how old she is, but I feel like she's too old to be having more children, but I'm going to let y'all live. Y'all both look too old to be having more children, but whatever. Not Zell dick look funny. What that mean? What that mean? Bondi, do you think she can't get past it because he is not willing to settle down? Maybe, but the way, I don't know if I feel like Amber is really willing to settle down. Because to me, if you really wanted to settle down, then you would have left him alone and went and found you a person that wanted to settle down with you instead of staying in this relationship with him and then he cheats so you cheat and then vice versa. They both cheat on each other. Honestly, I think she lying to herself about the type of relationship she really wants to have as well. And I think she enjoys the fight and fuck of it all way too much. I'm going to just go ahead and say that. She's not tired yet. Yeah, Amber is not loyal. That's what I'm saying. They both cheated on each other. So the fact that she's trying to act like him being faithful is the biggest issue. It's kind of like, okay, girl, whatever. Just break it up. Just break it up. All right. Amber and Miles. Miles lied about being in a monogamous relationship. That's why I say he does not want to be in a monogamous relationship. And she lied about wanting to marry a bisexual man. She does not want to marry a bisexual man. And I wonder if you just don't want to get married either. Okay. Everybody is scared that Miles and Amber might kill each other after the lie detector test because the energy is, oh, we're going to fight after this. Moni lied about forgiving the cheating. And Tough was the only one, I believe, that was honest about not wanting to be monogamous. And I was like, Tough, I take my hat off to you because that was some real shit, to be honest. Amber and Miles argue, and Nori is getting increasingly more angry that Neri didn't want to have a child, after the test is over. Moni ends up offering Tough a ring, and he offers her one as well, okay? Now, I don't know why they offered each other a ring. I guess because they were both saying that they want their relationship to remain the same. I don't understand how this works for both of them, but fine. If that's what y'all want to do, fine. They do not live together. I don't even feel like they're fucking, but whatever's going on, I guess whenever Tough comes into town, they snap it, or whatever. it's family. When they're together, and when they're not, they're not. And honestly, I feel like I wish they would have been honest and just said that that's the type of relationship they would rather have than pretending like they want to be closer when they really, really don't. You know what I'm saying? But they're both happy about giving each other a ring. But Dr. Ish was like, nah, this is some fugazi shit. And that's because he knew from the jump what it really was. Meaning that y'all don't really want the relationship y'all are saying that y'all want. So Miles has a ring, but they aren't ready. So he gives the ring to Dr. Ish. Amber doesn't have a ring at all, so she doesn't want to move forward. Nori doesn't have a ring at first, so he upgraded and got Neri some new diamond canary colored rings. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love the canary colored diamonds. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And he got on one knee to make up for what he didn't do the first time, which makes me feel like you wanting a kid was a lie. Because if it was such a big deal, why are you now doing everything Neri was asking of you? You don't really want no new kids with your old ass, your old drunk ass. I'm sorry, y'all, but that man drink all day, all night. He's unhealthy. You can't run after no new kids. Anyway, Moni and Tuff did not progress, but they're still together, which means everybody's still doing what they want to do. Amber and Miles acted like they were over each other just to get back together and try to make it work. Girl, they got back together. Child, Miles and Amber got back together. See what I'm talking about? They like the fight and fuck cycle. Nori and Neri celebrate their anniversary, and he is finally helping more so that she can focus on her juice bar. So Nori and Neri proved to not really have the problems they pretended to have, or he is exactly who, we believe him to be, misogynistic, controlling, but she's fine with that. Okay. Amber and Miles were being genuine, but I believe they like the cycle they're in too much to really get out of it. Moni and Tuff, same thing. You like the cycle that you're in too much to really get out of it. I think Moni feels safe knowing that Tuff is always, available to her, and vice versa. I think they both like the fact that they are available to each other without having to completely share their space with one another. You know what I'm saying? Because some people really don't want to be in relationships with y'all like that. They want y'all sometimes and not all the time, but they don't want to admit that. Yeah, that's the weird part to me. How you have kids with other men, then hang kids over his head. Huh. They showed the results. I didn't even see that. No, I did both episodes for y'all because they put episode 10 on all black. So I decided to just go ahead and give y'all 9 and 10 together. So with that being said, yes, this is the same Neri and Nori from Love and Hip Hop Miami running that same bullshit on 2 different shows. Yeah, Amber just enjoys punishing Miles, and Miles needs to pick up his balls and move the hell on. That's how I feel, Jazzy. Okay? Everybody did what they were already doing, basically, which is just a waste of everybody's time. But it was still a good season. So the next season is coming out in March, I believe, and that looks rather entertaining. A lot of good people on there. I can't even remember everybody right now, but we'll talk about it eventually. So let's go ahead and move on to the last show of this live, which is the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. So I can just wrap that up for y'all. Okay. So this last episode, Cynthia threw the Bailey Bowl, which was actually cool. Okay. They did the suck the ball in order to get the ring out, and everybody gets a point for each game that they win at. And then at the end, whoever has the most points gets a trip and a suite back to Turks and Caicos, right? Now, everybody has money, so it shouldn't be that serious, but there are some people that are just very competitive, like Luann, Teresa, Kenya, and Melissa, okay? But really, Kenya, Melissa, and Luann were just very, very competitive. But they suck the ball. Teresa, Kenya, and Melissa win. They do a booty bounce game, and Luann ends up winning that. Cynthia is like, how did Ramona get more shakes than me? I'm like, because they weren't shaking their ass like people shake their ass. And another thing is that none of y'all were popping right. If any of y'all, actually, Teresa might have been the only one that was popping correctly. But the rest of y'all, you were not. Listen to me, and this is for Kenya too. This is how you know Kenya's ass isn't real, because anybody that grew up with that ass would know how to slang it. They would really know how to shake, and they damn sure wouldn't sit there and jump up and down like this, you know, because they would actually do the separating of your top from your bottom that you have to do in order to pop. Okay, pop, pop, pop. Pop. That's what it is. And that causes the ass jiggle, okay? Because you're picking your ass up and then you're dropping it down, and then it should jiggle. It should jiggle when you pick it up and drop it down. Pick it up and drop it down. That's what this is, okay? None of them were doing it right, but as long as your ass was jiggling, that's all that mattered. And I believe that the people whose asses jiggled the most are the people whose asses were the flabbiest or the flattest. Sorry, Luann and Ramona, but you probably got all of that because y'all asses are a little bit deflated. So the shake is the skin, basically. It's not the booty meat, it's the skin. Whereas Cynthia's ass is all big and everything, but she also don't know how to pop. You know what I'm saying? Girl, that ass is a mess, but we gonna let it go, girl. We gonna let it go. I don't like it. I wish she wouldn't have done it, but you know, that's Kenya body, so it's on her. But Cynthia's ass, child, good lord. You should have won, but you an old lady, and old ladies be forgetting how to move their lower back. Trust me. I be looking at my mama sometimes like, what are you doing? And since when don't you know how to move your lower back? But my mama had a slip disc, so it's a different situation. Anyway, Kenya ends up dragging Melissa and winning the trip because they had to do tug of war between Kenya and Melissa at the end, and Kenya drugged the fuck out Melissa. That shit was fucking hilarious, okay? And Kenya ended up giving the trip to Teresa because, you know, she was inspired by Teresa's love. Y'all know Teresa got her a new man, and his birthday is coming up. So Kenya was like, I want to give this trip to Teresa. And I'm going to tell y'all, I really feel like Kenya... Y'all not gonna agree with me, and that's fine. But I feel like Kenya is very calculated, and I feel like everything that Kenya did, where she went out of her way for one of the other girls, was for two reasons: to make sure that the other girls liked her, and also to make Cynthia feel the way. I absolutely feel like Kenya felt a way about the fact that everybody called Cynthia, asking Cynthia how Kenya was going to act. Kenya wanted to be the pick-me on the trip. It reminds me of the way Kenya was a pick-me when she first came on Real Housewives, right? Kenya wanted to be liked by these white women. Sorry, but that's just the truth of the matter. And Cynthia thought they were coming in like two best friends that were going to enjoy everybody, but that was still going to be two best friends. So Cynthia shows up doing what she does, making a fool out of herself, doing the most to show love and support to Kenya. And Kenya receives the love and support, but when it's time to have Cynthia's back and defend Cynthia, she doesn't do it. Not really. The one time they showed us her defending Cynthia was when she was like, oh, you know, to Kyle, Cynthia isn't mad at you. She's just, you know, feeling like she's not being heard. And then Kenya, I was like, so you understood that Cynthia wasn't being heard. And then you went on later on to interrupt her every time she talked. And then you went on to show up late for her events, to disregard her feelings. And then this episode, when she came to you and tried to talk to you about how she was feeling, you told her you didn't care to have that conversation with her, but you could turn around and sit your ass down and listen to how the fuck Ramona feel. So to me, if your friend wasn't feeling heard, why would you not sit down and listen to her and at least hear her out? And then if you don't agree, or you feel like she on some bullshit, then just express that to her after you allow her to speak her piece. But you didn't even allow for Cynthia to get it off her chest how she was feeling, which means you don't give a fuck about how she feel, which means you were never really being a good friend to her on this trip. And we can disagree. No, Kenya absolutely is a pick-me. Let me tell you something, baby. I'm going to explain to you, Ty Savage, why Kenya's a pick-me. Think about it. Only a pick-me would change up her entire energy when her nigga come around. I'm sorry, y'all, But think about it. The way she responded with Apollo, the reason why we didn't like Kenya is because she came off like the girl who will go and giggle in all of the married men's face and be cool with them, and then act, fucked up with the wives and all of that. That's what Kenya was doing when she first came on the show. That's pick me behavior, right? The read that Phaedra gave Kenya about trying to find a man and all of that type of shit, Kenya was thirsty to find a man, which translates to pick me in some instances. The way Kenya acted with Cynthia on the trip, the way she wanted the girls to like her, she's not going to let nobody play with her. Kenya is always going to fight when she needs to fight. But she absolutely is a pick-me when it comes to certain things. When she wants to impress somebody, when she wants to seem like she's the good guy in the situation, she gonna act like a pick-me with them people. And she absolutely act like a pick-me when it came to her relationship with that nigga. Okay? So don't ignore that, because that's exactly what she did with these girls. Yeah, she was going to fight with Ramona because Ramona called her a bitch. She ain't going to let nobody play with her like that. But there's a difference between somebody that absolutely, like, that how you're acting is only acting that way for the benefit of it. Okay? That's still pick me, y'all. That's still pick me. Exactly. Kenya absolutely is a pick me, which is why she ended up with Mark. Exactly. I don't think her entire energy changes. She's just more mellow, but it'll come back. That's why her and Mark butt heads. If she was more like Cynthia, she would probably still be married. No, but see, that's the thing. That's why I said it's pick me, because it's not genuine. Pick-me's move from a place of I'm doing something that I feel like the other person wants to hear for my benefit, not because I really feel that way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even though some women have mind fucked themselves into being male identified and thinking that this is in their best interest and this is what they really want, but it's really about what the man wants. Kenya is the type of person that will absolutely go above and beyond to prove that she is deserving. Okay, she will absolutely do that. And she did that with these white women, just like she did that with that man. Now, she may not do that with other black women because she views black women as competition. The white women, she wanted to be on the same scale with them, the same, because see, and this is another thing. Nene did this as well. They view the white housewives as a step up from them. So they want to fit in with them. They want to be seen on the same level as them. And Kenya knew that in order for her to fit on that same level with the rest of these women who pop on their franchises, she needed to be liked. She needed to be liked by this group of women. Okay? Because this group of women, the relationship she forms with them will be more fruitful for her in real life. So that's why she showed up as nice Kenya and treated Cynthia like shit. But I also feel like she kind of put she put Cynthia in that position. Honestly, I know y'all may not see it because y'all know that Cynthia is a pick-me. Cynthia is like that too about her friends. Okay, she goes the extra mile, but I think she's genuine when she does it. Meaning she's not doing it just to make you like her. She's doing it because that's the way she is. You know what I'm saying? So she knew how Cynthia would respond. I think she knew how Cynthia would respond to being iced out. Cynthia would feel away. Cynthia might get a little jealous. Cynthia might get a little sour and not be her normal, jovial, inviting self. So then it flipped and it created a dynamic. Well, Kenya is having to speak up on Cynthia's behalf. And, Cynthia is being looked at as the one that's acting crazy. But the truth of the matter is, y'all, I don't believe that Cynthia told Kenya she was mad about the relationship with Melissa. I don't believe that. I believe that Cynthia was mad about the Kyle situation. And that's because Kyle, I think, was like purposefully antagonizing Cynthia because she, like I told y'all before, saw Cynthia as the woo 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 of the group. And Kyle is the woo 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 of her group. Okay, y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, Kyle is calculated as fuck as well. She's the fake nice girl. She's the fake I want to be your friend. That's why every time Kenya ran off crying, she was the first one to come and woo woo woo. But then when Kenya ass went in on Ramona and tried to sick Ramona's, tried to sick Luann on Ramona's little man down to the dinner table, then all of a sudden, what did Kyle do? Kyle ran up behind Cynthia like, oh my God, why did Kenya do that? I thought you didn't like Cynthia. I thought you said Cynthia was acting funny. So why are you running up to Cynthia to talk about Kenya? Because you already know what you've done, which is create that separation between Cynthia and Kenya by being the one to run up to her room when she was crying and all of that shit. I really do feel like Kyle was low-key picking on Cynthia for that reason. Like, no, bitch, I'm the woo-woo-woo. I'm the nice one. I'm that friend, and I'm going to be that friend in this group, okay? Like, I really do feel like that, y'all. And I feel like Kenya peeped it. And because, ooh, child. Y'all, I just feel like I just spit something out my mouth that I didn't know was in my mouth, y'all. I mean, I ate right before I did this video, so y'all gonna excuse me. Okay, child. Child, listen. Live videos, y'all. Live videos. They don't always be cute. Cynthia is more likable than Kenya, so she intentionally tried to provoke Cynthia and flip it so that she looked like the good guy. Yes. Kyle is so insecure, it's exhausting. She is. Yeah, Kyle was being messy. When they were at the table talking about Cynthia's game, I was like, y'all really gonna sit up here and act like y'all ain't never compare yourselves to one another? Kyle, you're constantly comparing yourself to other people because you're constantly paying attention to every single piece of fat you have on your body. So you know you're comparing yourself to other women. So the idea that Cynthia wanted y'all to compare was so, far-fetched. Girl, bye. You full of shit. So yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not going with this storyline that this is all Cynthia's fault and Cynthia was just acting weird and being jealous because Kenya was the more likable of the two of them. I'm sorry, y'all. I do not feel that way. Based off of what I saw, you showed up to her event late. You ate before you came to the table. You was just really treating Cynthia like she didn't matter to you after Cynthia did a lot to make you feel comfortable. And I thought it was fucked up. Like, to be honest, Cynthia is the one that vied for you to get the biggest room. So at the end, why would you turn around and give the room to Teresa and Whole Man like Teresa and Whole Man can't afford to pay for a trip to Turks and Caicos? You should have gave it to Cynthia because Cynthia was the one that had done all of those things for you. And Cynthia was the only one that you had like a negative relationship with that was not resolved. So it to me, it was almost like her giving the room to Teresa was another fuck you to Cynthia. Oh no, I definitely feel like Cynthia got in her bag at one point, but I feel like they pushed her there. That day when they were sitting down talking about being in pageants, and Kenya kept interrupting Cynthia, and they counted how many times she interrupted Cynthia when Cynthia talked. Y'all, I'm sorry, that was fucked up to me, and that's the type of shit you do to somebody when you're trying to antagonize them, but then not seem like you antagonizing them. Y'all, Kenya is very smart. Kenya is very smart, and I absolutely feel like she intentionally did what she did with Cynthia. And some of y'all believe that, it was all Cynthia being jealous, but I believe that Kenya is smart and manipulative and did the shit she did to make herself be the good guy and make Cynthia be the bad guy. I think she did it. I'm sorry. She did that. And I also feel like because Cynthia is not on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she did not feel a need to sustain that relationship in the same way. Because she probably felt like the relationship with Cynthia wasn't as valuable as gaining relationships with these other women. I hate how Bravo pampers Teresa like she didn't have 3 hots in a cot a couple of years ago. Child, you see the way they make her look like the sweetest, coolest, most evolved, been through the, never would have made it. Like, they make Teresa seem like the black woman that everybody loved. They done been through so much, but they keep coming back. They've had hard times. They've had good times. But at the end of the day, they have E-rides. You know what I'm saying? They have E-rides. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, that's all I got to say about it. Yeah, y'all. I'm done. Listen, Ty, listen. She only complained about the game and couldn't get it out this episode. Listen, you can say what you want to, but Cynthia tried to have a conversation with Kenya on the beach, and that conversation did not go anywhere because Kenya refused to take responsibility. Then she tried to have a conversation again when they were leaving, and Kenya shut her down. So I don't know how many times Cynthia is supposed to try to talk to somebody who obviously doesn't want to take accountability for the shit they know they're doing. But y'all can just be a Kenya stand and say that. It's okay. Just be a Kenya stand and just be a stand and say that. But don't lie and say that Cynthia did not try to talk to her, because she absolutely tried to talk to her on the beach. Do we not recall? Okay, exactly. Kenya didn't see Cynthia as useful since she's not going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta anymore. Kenya is Nene. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, they had a conversation on the beach, and Cynthia only brought up the game and how Kenya was there. So what else was she supposed to bring up if the rest of the shit didn't happen until after that conversation? What I'm saying, Ty, is that Cynthia went to Kenya with how she was feeling about the way Kenya was trying to play her. It was a theme, okay? This was the first part. This was the first set of things. And then as the trip continued on, more things happened, like the conversation that she had with Melissa, okay? But you a Kenya stand, Ty, and it's okay, because I love the way you just rationalized that like that wasn't Cynthia trying to talk to her. Y'all is stands. I can't with y'all. But that's okay, because I appreciate y'all anyway, child. I appreciate y'all anyway. I get your point though, Bondy. I just don't see it like that. And that's fine. But that's because you only seeing it from the Kenya point of view. Because if you're seeing it from both points of view, I don't understand how you can't tell that Kenya smart ass is manipulating Cynthia. I don't know how you can't see that. Because at the end of the day, if anybody really knows Kenya and has watched Kenya, they know that Kenya does a lot of things in her mind ahead of time, very calculated with the way she moves. She knows what she is doing. And Cynthia was absolutely hurt. And Cynthia is not a calculating person. But if Cynthia gets upset, Cynthia will be passive aggressive, meaning Cynthia will have an issue. She'll have a problem. She may not vocalize it. That's true. But Cynthia absolutely tried to communicate to Kenya, and Kenya wasn't trying to hear her either one of the times that she tried to express how she feels. And I do believe that Cynthia was hurt, because I was hurt watching Cynthia walk out of Kenya's room and just be like, okay, then I tried. Like, that made my feelings feel hurt. So we just gonna have to agree to disagree, y'all. And listen, y'all know I don't hate Kenya. I just don't like how she moves sometimes. But I absolutely have gone up for her when it was time. At the beginning of this trip with Ramona and a lot of the other shit that was going on, I was on Kenya's side. I say, when you're right, you're right. But this shit with Cynthia, she was not right about this. Just to let you know, you guys know Instagram is down right now. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'm about to go and get off of here, and I'm gonna come right back for scripted TV. We're gonna start with All American Power and Insecure, bitch. We gotta talk about Insecure, because I'm tired of Easter playing with me. And then I'm gonna come back for Games People Play, Sisters, and Queens. And we have to talk about it because so many pivotal things happened on all of the shows. Okay. So I hope I will see you guys back. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you have not already. And I hope I will see y'all back for scripted TV, which is about to be right. I'm not even going to take a break. Just going to come right back. All right. So love you guys. See you in the next one.